Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I've just experienced something absolutely amazing. If this experience that I just experienced was what you would experience every time you stopped at a DC fast charger to put a little bit of juice in your electric vehicle, no one would buy a gas vehicle unless you want to tow. Because if you want to tow, you're not buying an electric, okay? Unless you're towing around the city. And I want to explain the difference. And I'm going to pick on Electrify Canada. Because, going to be honest with you, I don't have my adapter for the Tesla one, so I can't talk about that. Apparently they work all the time, and this is why people buy Teslas. Because they plug in, they get to 200 kilowatts an hour for 15 minutes, whatever it is. Boom, 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 boom. 15 minutes later, they're gone. Well, I want to point out the difference between two different Electrify Canada stations that are supposed to run at 350 kilowatt hours. So, look, you get your little summary. So let's point out in the summary. This is where I live in the city of Calgary. My charging cost, okay, let's see if that comes in there. Focus. Anyways, $48.79, okay? I got 69.7 kilowatt hours, cost me $51.23, and I had to stick on the charger at Deerfoot City for 33 minutes. Now, Canadian Tire, it's right next to the Canadian Tire, and they had a 40% off sale, so I was going to Canadian Tire anyways. So I thought, well, I'll go to that Canadian Tire. It's a little bigger and nicer, and I'll plug in, and I'm going to be there a half an hour anyways, and good to go, right? Well, that's pretty pathetic, but let's describe how a charging session should go. And I got to tell you, I am excited. I am excited. Woo! I wish every charger was like this. So, I stopped at the Save On Foods, okay? Save On Foods Red Deer. I needed some charge. And the pricing was 60 cents a kilowatt hour. Why is Calgary 70 and Red Deer 60? Only 170 kilometers apart. I charged for 32 minutes because someone came and talked to me. But look, it came to 49 bucks. But I got 78 kilowatt hours. Okay? 78. In 32 minutes. So, I stuck around there a little longer than I normally would. And I know what you're thinking. Boy, that's all. Because a guy came up to me and he wanted to know how it worked. I was the only one there. And these things, I mean, I cannot tell you. I plugged in my F-150 Lightning. I got 175 kilowatt hours. Then it went down to 169 after about a minute. And it stayed between 165 and 169 for 12 minutes. And I just want to let you know, at the 15-minute mark, I could have left. I had 80 kilometers of range, and in that 15 minutes, I added another 120 kilometers. I'm out of there. I could have left at the 15-minute mark. But this guy came and talked to me and was asking about the charging and the charging station. I said, well, this is how it works. I'm going to 80%. And as soon as the 12 minutes was up, it went down to 145. 145 kilowatt hours. I plug in, and most times, at every other charger in this province, if it's working, because they're broken most of the time, never get over 100, barely 100, if I'm lucky. Even this Electrify Canada station at Deerfoot City never charged me more than 125 kilowatt hours. 350 station, 125 is all it would give me, and it won't give me any more. And I've charged there 5 or 6 times just to see if it'll give me what I got in Red Deer. This 170 for 12 minutes, and then down to 145 until I hit 80%. Wow, most people would be, you could not have walked all the way to the Save On Foods, used the washroom, and walked all the way back. That would have you would have been gone. Paid your 60 cents a kilowatt hour and be gone. Yahoo! That is how charging is supposed to work, and that is not how it works. So, Why do Teslas sell? That's why they sell. They get this every time they plug in. Now I'm supposed to get an adapter where I can use it there and all that kind of fun stuff, which will be wonderful. But I want to let you know, if you're in Red Deer and you need a charge, go to the 67th Street Save On Foods and plug in and let it make a lot of money so they keep it maintained. Because that's a charging experience that everyone should get. Doesn't matter what you're driving, whether it's a Ford, a Tesla, Nissan, Kona, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, it doesn't matter what it is. And until these car manufacturers, outside of Tesla, grasp that this is what they've got to provide. They've got to provide that charging experience at their dealerships. Okay? Because the one dealership I know has a charger, I never ever get 170 for 12 minutes. If I got that, I'd be there every 4 days needing a charge. But no, never happens. As soon as they understand this, as a very large manufacturing company, that this has to be supported and it has to work 100% of the time. Broken chargers are not acceptable, but they wash their hands. I manufactured the car and I'm now done. Well, you know what? The future is not made of that. You have to have these chargers, they have to work, and they have to work like this. And I don't know why that Red Deer charger works like that, and no other Electrify Canada charger in the province of Alberta works that way. I have no understanding. Maybe the Save On Food guys want it to work correctly. I don't know. But I will be stopping there and making the 20-kilometer detour, because if I can charge up that fast, 20 minutes max most times will be 15. I'm in, and you should be in too. So this is why electrics are not being adopted the way you think. This is why Ford's haven't given away the Lightnings, and they're giving away the Mach-E's right now in Alberta, British Columbia, anywhere in Canada, they're giving them away. You can't sell them. They're just like unbelievable prices. They've pretty much given them all away at $40,000 discounts, and they don't have any coming in. And the reason why? They're $100,000, and you can't charge reasonable. You give me charging like that, you'll never go to a gas car again. Thank you for tuning in to this wonderful update on charging. As we all know, charging is the issue now. The cars are getting better, and unfortunately, they're reducing the range, which will make this even a harder thing. People will not buy these low-range vehicles if the charging isn't there. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. It's almost September. I got tomatoes coming. I have a little small one, and I'll see you in the future.